Hi, I'm Kristen.
Hey, I'm Scott.
And we are half of
the Dean Team.
It's day 3 here in Vegas, and we're kicking it off at the Paris pool. It feels really good right now.
Yeah, it's all in the shade here, which is really nice for the morning.
It's supposed to get up to 106 degrees today. We are gonna have an awesome day checking out some of the casinos we haven't seen yet. We're gonna eat lunch at Dirt Dog, and we're going down to Fremont Street for dinner. We haven't been there yet.
Yep.
Super excited. What do you think? Are y'all ready for an adventure? Let's go! Anyone under 14 must be accompanied by an adult at the pool. No glass items, no coolers, and no outside food or beverages. The pool is open from 9 to 6, weather permitting.
Scott, what are we doing?
Waiting in line for pool chairs. First time for everything.
Yeah, we could get used to this view. This is so beautiful. The music is bumping. We're old people, so it would be nice if it was a little bit more relaxing music, but that's Vegas, baby. It feels so odd to be hanging out at a pool without the kids. It's like grown-up pool time. There are different levels of spots you can reserve for the pool area, so we'll show you a couple of the options. There's also the poolside bar, so we'll show you the menu. There are signature cocktails and signature frozens. A regular is $34.99 and the souvenir cup is $37.99. You can also get a pitcher for $90. You can also get some snacks, fruit, salads, and sandwiches. That was an awesome way to start our morning. We highly recommend going to the pool early. The Paris is completely shaded. We were out there right at 9 a.m. and it did not feel overwhelmingly hot. You could find a great place to sit. Even when we left at 10, there were still lots of places to sit on the day that we're here. But it was such a great way to start the day, just staring up at the Eiffel Tower. That was awesome. Now it's time to get ready and go have some Dirt Dog and explore. We made it. We're here at Dirt Dog. I've heard so much about this from Jesse and Jeff. We cannot wait to try it. This is a walk-up spot, but they do have some tables outside where you can stop and eat your Dirt Dog. Here's a look at the menu. They have different varieties of the bacon-wrapped hot dogs. There's also tacos and wings, fresh corn, and dirty desserts, deep-fried Oreos. And then they also have these premium fries, which look amazing. We're going for this one. It has corn, lime mayo, cojita, chili powder, cilantro, and bacon bits. And then we're doing the DUI dog, which has pastrami, carne asada, cheddar cheese, chipotle aioli, cilantro, and bacon bits.
I will never miss this place. It is amazing.
And where did you hear about this one?
On a vlog. There are 3 locations in Vegas for sure that I know of. One down at Fremont Street, one here by the Horseshoe, and then another one is down by the MGM Grand and a food court.
Have you gone to different ones?
We've gone all 3 actually. We've been at all 3.
And it's the same quality?
Same quality.
Here are the carne asada fries. These are loaded up. These are some of the most flavorful, crispy, delicious fries. My mom got a plain dog with some onions and mustard, and this is the house dog. What's on this one, Dad?
Mayo, mustard, ketchup, house sauce, grilled onions, peppers, and bacon bits.
Here is the elote dog, and here is the DUI dog. Here is a view of the inside. Every hot dog is wrapped in bacon. These toppings are delicious. The sauce on this one is a teeny bit spicy, but not too much for me. Scott's gonna love it. The hot dog is delicious. The bun is so good. I don't know which one we like more. This one is amazing. It's so creamy and cheesy. I just love how off in the distance you can see the landscape. So beautiful. Our first casino of the day is going to be the Flamingo. One of them is excited about this. You can guess which one. We're continuing slot golf. It was my pick, and they made fun of me because I walked around the casino for a very long time because I'm indecisive, but I picked Mo Mummy. Let's go. Hole number 6 is Mo Mummy. Was that a birdie for you?
2.
Nice.
She's assuming everything's a par 3, so the 2 is a birdie. I love it.
Oh, it is.
Boom.
Hole in one for Jesse. You have to show them what you do so that they know how you did it. You gotta.
Oh, you just gotta talk to
You gotta give a little tappy tap.
Give it a tappy
All
tap.
right, Scott, let's do this.
Give it a tap somewhere.
Yeah, you gotta give it some love.
and then use your hand. Oh, get the green, get the green, get the green.
Stop getting the bonus again.
Got it, you got it.
Yay!
And I told you. You gotta stay there though. Okay, here we go.
Yay! She said if it hits this one, it's fun. Maybe it's fast.
Okay, now watch. This is a good one.
So basically you want 3 You want 5 to get to the next one.
He'll keep collecting and throwing them up in the
all-in-one, which means I'm gonna get a 6. Let's do this. Jesse told me don't be a slapper. Gotta tap.
Yeah, don't be a slapper.
We're still in first and second place in slot golf. You're in first. I'm in
And I've
second.
won the most money.
Yeah, look at that.
But not my money, of course.
What's funny is the only time that we're winning is when it's not our money. Because Jesse's been, this was Jesse's idea for a game, so she's putting in 20 to start each game. So it feels good to win, but it only happens when we're
Right.
playing slot golf. Look at this buddy right here. Hi, dude. This is cool that you can see it from inside or outside. Had to come out and say hello to these buddies. They're keeping them nice and cool. They're eating, relaxing. This wildlife habitat was built in 1995. It's a tribute to Bugsy Siegel. The founder of the Flamingo is said to have named the resort after his girlfriend, Virginia Hill, who reminded him of a flamingo with her fiery red hair, long legs, and pink cheeks. There's some turtles down here, some big fish. Oh, turtles swimming up to say hello. Hi, buddy. My mom just pointed out that the hotel is a U shape, so everyone kind of gets a view into this habitat, which is very cool. This is a gorgeous habitat. Oh yeah, no, you gotta leave it. All right, I'm gonna rub it. I'm gonna rub the belly. Bring me good luck, okay? Thank you very much.
He's known as the Laughing Buddha, and there's a slot game, and he's in it, and every time you hit and he's a wild, he goes, ho, 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 ho.
So he really is a laughing Buddha.
He does laugh.
He's holding the fan in his right hand to remove all your obstacles, and his left hand is holding the koi carp, meaning abundance. Here's an exterior of the Flamingo. This is cool. Right next to the Flamingo is this area that has a lot of restaurants and stores. It's really open, lots of places to eat and shop. This is called the Link Promenade. And if you go through O'Shea's right here, you go into the Link Casino. That's our next stop.
Until 5 o'clock, I think it's $35 a person. But then you can get an anytime ticket where you can ride it at night. Also, I think that was $45 a person. But what me and my husband have always done when we've ridden it is the happy half hour. So one spin takes 35 minutes. So you're in one of those, what is that called?
Gondolas?
Gondolas, yeah, with about 25 other people, and it's an open bar. So for one whole spin of 35 minutes, you could drink beer, wine, shots, mixed drinks, whatever they have. And the bartenders are on it. As soon as you get in there, they're serving drinks.
Around how many people are in one gondola?
20 to 25, 20.
But you don't feel crowded or?
Not at all. And if you need to sit, they have 2 little areas where you can sit around the edge, but you get views of both sides. You get the strip view and you get the whole Vegas view.
What's the best time of day to do it?
We've only done it at night.
And it's like magic.
Yes. Oh no, we did do it during the day. I'd say the night.
Nighttime's better?
Yeah.
Okay. We're crossing over. Well, it used to be the Mirage.
Makes me sad.
And is Treasure Island also closed?
No, that's still open.
Okay, Treasure Island is open, but it's just way down there on its own now.
Exactly.
Oh. So the Mirage you did like?
Loved. That was probably my favorite nostalgic hotel.
Oh, okay.
We stayed there probably 4 times.
Oh, really?
Had the best pool. They used to have a dolphin and the tiger habitat. Siegfried and Roy.
Caesars and the Forum Shops have 23 restaurants ranging from fast food to fine dining. And look at the size of this sign. That's excessive. We came to Caesars on the first day of our trip because my sister and I went and saw the Killers performing at the Coliseum, and it was amazing. Now we're gonna check out parts of Caesars that we haven't seen yet. Curved escalator, this is a new one for us. You can check out Neptune's fountain as you're coming down the escalator. I think the benches in this casino are my favorite because you can charge your phone while you're sitting on a Roman column. Next stop, Cafe Lola, which has a really cool story. The co-founders of Cafe Lola actually left their jobs in higher education to start a marketing company called the Refined Agency. They spent most of their days working out of coffee shops at that job, and they wanted to open a cafe concept of their own that met all of the unmet needs in the market.
Yeah, they do have like good coffees here too.
Oh, okay. Get a coffee, Scott. Here's a look at the menu. You can get all kinds of specialty lattes, blended and cold drinks. They also have afternoon tea. It's $72 for two, and they also have a kids afternoon tea, which is $56 for two. You can also get a mimosa flight, and there are charcuterie boards available too. They also have signature cocktails like Lola's house-made frosé, which is what we're here for. Hi there, hot tea. Love it. This is Lola's house-made frosé. It's $25, but it is delicious. And when you're on vacation, I mean, is there really prices? I don't know. Yes way, rosé. Nice call, Jesse. As always. I'm gonna see if you can hear let's see if you can see inside the, and then on top, there's this magical casing. It's delicious. I thought it was gonna be way too sweet, but it's not. Same thing with the frosé. It's like just the perfect amount of sweet, and it's just, like you could definitely split this with somebody, but I could see how one would not be enough. Like you kinda wanna get one for the road, because it's that good. We're checking out more of Caesar's. This place just goes on and on. It is massive and so impressive of all of the structures that they have placed inside this building. Here's the Fountain of the Gods. Here's where the Atlantis show takes place, right by the Cheesecake Factory. The Atlantis show at Caesar's happens every hour on the hour from noon to 8. So that would be a great option for kids. And then they also have this really cute aquarium in here too that I think our kids would really love. Look at these stingrays. They look like they're besties. Hey, buds. And now we're gonna spend some time in the casino. A bit of a time jump. We hopped on the shuttle and now we are heading down to the MGM Grand. There's a lot of different shows here, but we're here for our first ever Cirque du Soleil show, Ka. The exterior of this theater is gorgeous. This is Lucky the Smiling Water Dragon, which was designed and built for a show in China. And then in 2012, it took its final bow and Lucky was sent to Las Vegas. Ka introduces us to a world of fire, danger, beauty, and courage. Embark on the story of the Imperial twins on a perilous journey as they encounter love, conflict, and the duality of Ka, the fire that can unite or separate, destroy or illuminate. The costumes in Ka draw upon an Asian historical influence which, combined with the designer's background in fashion, dance, and theater, creates an entirely modern and unique look. Each petal of the bodice is created by hand, and the wig took 225 hours to make. The leather pants are custom made and hand painted. 56 hours of labor. Holden will definitely like this. Archery and bows. He loves his bow and arrow. This is for a spearman archer. Spearman shoes are built on an A6 wrestling shoe, which gives it the support that it needs. That's interesting. This is the Mountain Tribe Father. The faux fur of the pants mimics the look of mammoth fur. The patchwork top requires 38 hours of labor. They also have this thing over here where you can explore the world of Ka. I'm already blown away by this space. The fact that they do so many shows of this. We can't film the show, obviously, so we wanted to show you the venue. It is absolutely beautiful. There's already fire coming up from the stage, and you can tell on the sides that there are going to be actors coming in and out from those areas as well. Ka blew our minds. We'll give you a full take later, but right now, we are headed into the world of Stranger Things, which is right down the street. Welcome to Hawkins! This is so cool! Ah! This is awesome. Look at all the paper, Scott! This is so cool. There's all the records. Seeing all of these old school toys makes me want to get the kids a light bright. It's like the arcade. This is so cool. Mad Max. This is free to play and you can pay for your item at checkout. Oh my gosh. So scary. Those are cool.
It looks like Conway, but deep cut, but it's Hawkins.
Oh yeah. Hawkins High, 1986. Aw, Chrissy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. my gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh gosh. We traveled from Hawkins to Paris in a matter of minutes, and now we are headed to dinner. We made reservations at Mon Ami Gabi. We are so excited. Look at this view of the Bellagio fountains. We got some cocktails to kick off the evening. Here's a look at the menu. They have so many great options. I definitely want the onion soup au gratin. This menu really has something for everyone. There's salads, seafood, steak, chicken, lots of great options. Our server knows we're celebrating our birthday, so she brought us a warmed baguette with sweet cream butter and a amuse-bouche. And it tastes better with this view, I'm not gonna lie. These deviled eggs have smoked whitefish caviar, herbs, and black pepper aioli.
Those look so fancy.
Here's the melted brie with apricot jam, brown butter walnuts, mint, and croutons. I got the onion soup and it is legit. This is their famous roast chicken a la grande mère, which is crispy free-range half chicken, thick cut bacon, sauteed mushrooms, Tom's puree, and chicken au jus. Everything is so amazing. I would come here every time we come back to Vegas.
All right, you ready to make a wish?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Yay!
This was so sweet of them, and also, this dessert is incredible. Now we're walking to take a closer look at the Bellagio fountains one last time.
Oh, it's the pretty one.
I love you in Vegas.
I love you too.
And that's the last of the footage we have to share with you from our Vegas trip because it finally happened. We lost some footage. 3 days to be exact of clips were accidentally deleted from our memory card. So I'm going to pull from my phone and our GoPro and just our memory banks to share with you everything else that we did in Vegas, as well as our first visit to the Grand Canyon and to Valley of Fire State Park. First up, we spent one of our mornings exploring Luxor, Excalibur, and New York, New York, which are all right next to each other and are basically down at one end of the strip. There is a free monorail that covers Mandalay Bay, Luxor, and Excalibur, and then there's a short bridge to walk over to New York, New York from Excalibur. The Luxor's exterior is one of my favorites. It is kind of dark inside, and there are several exhibits inside. There's Titanic the Artifact exhibition, Bodies the exhibition, and King Tut's tomb experience. Excalibur is legit like medieval times inside. There's a Tournament of Kings dinner that I think kids would really love. There's a huge Fun Dragon arcade that has like over 200 arcade games, so that's definitely one for the kids. New York, New York was probably our favorite of the three. They really recreated the city streets inside the building, so it's a really cool atmosphere, and it really did remind us of New York City. This is also where the Big Apple coaster is, which looked super fun. We did not ride it. You have to be 54 inches tall to ride it, and you can get a day pass for $25. There's also an arcade at New York, New York, so kids would like that as well. Another thing we did that day was head back to the Cosmo, and we went to the Chandelier Bar because we wanted Scott to try their secret cocktail called the Verbena. It's a tequila-based margarita with lemon verbena and ginger, garnished with this flower that apparently makes your mouth tingle. It was a very interesting beverage and a really cool venue. I'm so glad we got to stop by the Chandelier Bar. We also spent an evening down on Fremont Street, and that was crazy. We had one of the best meals of the entire trip at Oscar's Steakhouse. If there was one meal I wish we could show you that we can't, it's that one, because it was so memorable and so amazing. One of our favorite spots that we ate the entire trip. It's named after former mob attorney and Vegas mayor Oscar Goodman. There's a lot about Oscar's history to check out on the walls, so that was really neat. The dining room is so cool. It's like a circle, and you have a view right down Fremont Street. The service was exceptional, and the food and the cocktails were next level. If you are headed anywhere near Fremont Street, this is the place to eat, 110%. While we were at Fremont Street, we went into the Golden Nugget to see the Hand of Faith, which is the largest gold nugget in existence. We also went into Binion's to get our free photo with $1 million. The only time we will ever see that, so we recommend that too. We also said hello to Vegas Vicky, which is a 25-foot neon cowgirl located inside Circa. As a whole, Fremont Street is a place I can say I'm really glad that we experienced, but I wouldn't feel the need to go back next time we go to Vegas unless it was to eat at Oscar's. That would be worth it. I also wouldn't take kids to Fremont Street because it just had even more of an adult vibe than the rest of Vegas that we experienced on this trip. One thing that's really cool is there is a zip line down Fremont Street, and I think that would be a really neat experience, so I would consider that for next time. One other thing we did that we would highly recommend is walking around Vegas at night. We tended to visit a lot of the casinos during the daytime, and then we would go out for dinner or see a show at night. But just walking around the exteriors of the casinos at night, especially the Venetian and Caesars, it was magical. So highly recommend doing that if you have the time. The last thing we did with my family was crown the winner of slot golf. This was such a fun game that Jessie saw on a vlog, and we had a great time at every casino playing another hole in the game. And so here is who the winner was. It's really no surprise.
What?
Thank you.
I don't know what you're gonna do with this, but I just thought it was cool.
Look at that.
Paris, Las Vegas, Dean Boulevard.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
And then for second place, you get this, but I took a picture of it so you don't have to open it.
Okay. We got an ornament for our tree. That's perfect, because that's where we stayed. Thank you.
Next up, we're gonna head outside of Vegas. We rented a car right from Enterprise at the Paris. It was $139 for the day, and we headed out to Grand Canyon West, which is about 2 hours away. When you arrive at Grand Canyon West, there's like an igloo-looking building where you can buy your tickets. There's a lot of different packages. You can combine things like whitewater rafting or the zip line, the skywalk, and this is also where you board the shuttle to get out to the Grand Canyon. Our first stop was Eagle Point. It's called that because the rocks kind of make the formation that looks like an eagle. This is where the skywalk is also located, where you can look 4,000 feet down into the canyon. We did not do that because I am terrified of heights. There's a couple of dining options here as well. There's the Skyview restaurant that looks over the skywalk, and then there's also a grab and go option here too. You're allowed to spend as much time as you want at each location. So once we had our fill, we got back on the shuttle and then we headed to Guano Point, and that is where you get those 360 breathtaking views of the Grand Canyon that you hear everyone talk about. One thing I did like is there's kind of the main level where you walk, but then you kind of go up about one story and there's an upper level. So I liked being up there because I could get to the edge of that, but still have that level below me. So I didn't feel like I was going to tumble off of the edge. So that's where we took most of our pictures, but it still just looks straight out. I did cry when we were there because this was my top bucket list place to see in the United States. And so turning 40 with Scott and getting to do it together just felt like a really big thing, like something that we accomplished together. And it was kind of overwhelming, but in a good way. We also ate our lunch at Guano Point. So there are picnic tables, like a big outdoor seating area, and there's a walk-up window. So we got our barbecue from there. It was actually pretty good barbecue, but getting those views while you were eating, that was really nice. When we got back to our car, we drove over to Hualapai Point. We did stop in at a restaurant there that has traditional recipes of the Hualapai tribe. I would highly recommend checking this place out. They had tacos that looked amazing, and they also have fry bread, and it's only $7, and it was so good. When we left Grand Canyon West, our next big stop was Valley of Fire State Park. On the way there, we stopped at the Mike Callahan Pat Tillman Memorial Bridge, which spans the Colorado River between Arizona and Nevada. We didn't have time to tour the Hoover Dam, so we figured this was the next best thing of having the absolute best view of it, and it is truly breathtaking. You can get to the bridge by parking in a really nice parking area that's located off the Hoover Dam access road. You do have to go through a security check, and then you get to that parking area. There's restrooms there. There's displays that tell you all about how the bridge was built. It does take some climbing to get up. There are steps or ramps, But if it is a hot day, we recommend taking water with you because you're not stepping directly to the bridge. You do have to go up and around to get there.
We did it. There it is. I've been staying on this side, not that side. You can feel it moving when a really big truck goes by. I don't like that feeling.
So this is the bridge we just were on. And Scott said you still can't see all the way down in it, even standing right there.
Well, over here.
Oh.
We gave up. Stop walking.
All in all, this is a great stop. If you don't have time to tour the Hoover Dam, we would recommend it for sure. When we left the Hoover Dam area, we headed about another hour to get to the Valley of Fire State Park, which honestly, we would recommend just as much as the Grand Canyon. It is $15 for non-Nevada vehicles to go to the state park, and there are 7 miles between the east and the west entrances, so we basically drove that entire route and then drove back to where we came from. Along the way, we stopped at picnic shelters, we got out of the car to take photos and just kind of enjoy the views. The visitor center is kind of right in the middle, and it's so easy to access everything inside the state park by car. It was really hot when we were there, so one of the things I honestly love the most is that you did not have to hike to see the beauty of everything. We would not have lasted in that heat, so being able to just take the car and still see so much. This would be a great option with kids because they could get out, run around, get some energy out, but then get back into that air conditioning. And for us, it really worked out too. There was also hardly anyone there when we went, so it felt really special and magical because there was no one around us. Valley of Fire State Park is less than an hour from downtown Vegas, so even if you don't have time to invest to do the Grand Canyon on your trip, we do recommend renting a car and doing a day trip out to Valley of Fire State Park because it's not that far away, the drive is gorgeous, and you could really like spend a morning there and then be back in Vegas for your evening. I'll show you the full route we took in that one day. We did drive a lot, but we saw a lot in that day. So for us, it was worth it with the time constraints that we had. On our way back into the downtown area, we stopped at the Welcome to Las Vegas sign, and it was really easy to park our car, get a quick picture. It was a quick in and out, so that was really neat. And then we headed to the Pinball Hall of Fame. The Pinball Hall of Fame is located basically directly across from the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. It's a huge 25,000 square foot building dedicated to pinball. It's open every day, Sunday to Thursday, 10 to 9, and Friday and Saturday, 10 to 10. The Pinball Hall of Fame is an attempt by members of the Vegas Pinball Collectors Club to house and display the world's largest pinball collection, open to the public. The older pinballs are set to 25 cents per play, and then the newer 90s models are set to 50 cents per play. The kids would go nuts in this place. It's amazing. And that's pretty much everything we did on the other 3 days of our trip to Vegas. Thank you so much for coming along with us. We had never been to Vegas before. We had never been to the Grand Canyon. I don't want to say we didn't know what to expect because Vegas is my sister, my brother-in-law's favorite place to be. So we've heard a lot about it from them and from my parents who have been, but I am so happy that we experienced everything with them because they had the insider scoop on everything and it made everything so much more fun and enjoyable. It truly was the best trip I could have experienced thanks to my sister planning our entire itinerary and not having to worry about anything. There were definitely some huge highlights that stand out. One of them was going to see the Killers at the Coliseum with my sister. That's a memory we'll have forever. We highly recommend checking out a concert or a comedy show or a theater production, anything that you can see while you're there. The Mayfair Supper Club dinner and show was probably our favorite dining experience. It is so special to see those Bellagio fountains erupt while you're listening to music that's timed to it. And the service was incredible, the food, just the ambiance, we really loved it there. I will also be dreaming about the pesto noodles from Matteo's at the Venetian. And another experience that really stands out was seeing Ka at MGM Grand. We had always wanted to see a Cirque du Soleil show, and this one was a great introduction to that world. Scott and I have been lucky enough to see over 30 shows on Broadway, and this experience was just a different level, just a different kind of experience, a different kind of production. It's hard to explain except to say you just keep looking at each other going, how are they doing that? How is it possible to make this happen on stage? The talented performers, the music that is being sung live and it's like piped into your seat, and the sets and the costumes and everything together. It was truly remarkable. It really was. It left us speechless. I cannot wait to see more Cirque shows. I really want to see O. That was not showing while we were there because they were on like a little break, but that would be the one I would be gunning for next time we go. I also loved playing slot golf with my family. I didn't really think the casinos were going to be my jam, but doing that together as a family was so much fun. I'll put a link in the description to our other videos where we show you us playing the game, and it was just such a fun, low stakes way of being introduced to the slot world. Everyone was standing together, so they would tell us, oh, we're in a bonus and here's what that means. So getting to learn the games a little bit was really fun. And so I highly recommend doing something like that with people like me and Scott who don't really gamble but still want to have the Vegas experience. So I would 100% do that again if we went back. One thing I will never forget is watching the Bellagio fountains from my sister's room at the Cosmo. They had the balcony with just a gorgeous view of the fountains, and that just felt really special to be there with my family experiencing that. So would we go back to Vegas with my family? 100%. I'm in. If Jesse said I'm planning a trip, I would say I'm there. With our kids? No, we would not at this time. There is a lot to do for families, just like there is in any big city, but we can just think of so many other places we think Skyla and Holden would like more than Vegas. When they turn 21, we'll be taking them. We actually did this trip over Labor Day weekend, so it's taken me some time to get these videos out, and since then my sister has already gone back to Vegas. So it is their happy place. If you have any questions, please leave a comment and I will ask Jesse and Jeff and they will have an answer for you. Thank you so much for coming along with us. Skyla and Holden are very excited to see you again in our upcoming vlogs. Thanks for sticking with us on this trip to Vegas. We had so much fun. We hope it helped you plan if you do happen to want to go there. Thank you so much for coming along with us, and we'll see you soon.